Hey guys, welcome, come on in. Thank you for joining me. So we're going to get started, but I'd like to welcome you to this online class, how to start a successful business so that you can be your own boss. Now, let me ask you this question. What would you say if I asked you, would you like to have your own successful business? And let me ask you as well, would you like to earn an unlimited amount of income? Well, that's what I want to be going through with you today. So I'd like to welcome you. I'd also like to say thank you to you guys as well. Thank you for taking the time to join in, watch this online class as well. That's fantastic. So that's awesome. So yeah, thank you for joining, guys. So what you're going to discover today, let me show you what you're going to discover and get out of this online class. So in this class, you're going to discover how to thrive in your first year of business. Did you know that 60% of businesses fail in their first year? So in this class, I'm going to show you how you can thrive in that first year so you don't go down that road of failure. I'm also going to show you 5 steps to achieve higher levels of success so that you can achieve far more than you currently are right now. You're also going to discover how to sell to your clients with empathy and genuineness so that you can be seen and known as an authentic seller. That means that you can build deeper connections with your clients and with your customers as well. And by the end of this online class, you're going to discover the #1 obstacle that stops people from starting their own business. #1 obstacle that stops people from starting their own business. If you know what this obstacle is, you're then going to know what to do when you come across it. Now, we all know this system. You know, we all know that we go to school when we're very young, and we spend much of the start of our life in school learning from teachers in this system, in this way of teaching. And we all know that we have to go through that system. We have to go on to a high level of education. Maybe it's college, getting an apprenticeship. Maybe it's going to university and getting a degree. But we're all told that this is the system to follow so that in the end of it all, we can get a high-paying job. And what actually happens is a lot of us end up in that job that we've been told to get, but we don't enjoy it. And we feel like that we have a ball and chain around our ankles and then we're stuck in that job. So I wanted to show you these facts that really stood out to me, these statistics. 50% of graduates are working in non-graduate roles right now. That means that 50% of people who went to university, they spent all that money, they spent all that time at university, and they are now in a role that does not require them to have the degree that they achieved. The average student loan debt accumulated between the date of starting at university and when repayments begin, so when they start working, is £36,000, the average debt in the UK. That means before they've even started working, they're accumulating £36,000 worth of debt. And also in the UK workforce, 4.3 million workers are unhappy in their job. And so that's just in the UK. So think what it is like around the world, through Europe, United States as well. So it is clear that people end up in a job that they do not enjoy. And the secret is finding something that you are passionate about and setting up your own business in that way. Now, since we're going to be spending a little bit of time together on this class, and with your permission, if it's okay with you, I'd just like to spend just a few minutes just telling you about myself, just telling you about my story. Now, I set up my coaching and training business in January 2019. And over that time, over the last 18 months, we've helped over 100 people achieve better results in their career and their business through coaching, through events as well. And I'm also part of an international team that for the last 12 years has coached and trained thousands of business owners around the world, helping them grow their business from anywhere between 20 and 200% in just a matter of months. But it wasn't always like that. And before that, I spent 8 years studying and working in construction. I was working for a construction company, and we were working on huge multi-million-pound projects, building apartment blocks for our clients. And I was blessed to have this incredible opportunity to go traveling to the other side of the world, and I had the most incredible time. I spent a few months in New Zealand. I did some time in Asia as well, and I just met the most incredible people. I had so much fun. It was such a laugh. It's also incredible natural scenery, sights and natural beauty. Got to be around and surrounded with some incredible cultures as well. And this 6-month trip away was the most incredible experience of my life. But through it all, I was really keen to get back to work. I was really keen to get back to work. Why was that? Because I wanted to start working my way up the ladder. I wanted to start working my way up that corporate hierarchy. So actually, I wanted to own my own construction business. And I was prepared to spend the next 20, 30, 40, how many years in order to do that. So in the end, that I could earn my fortune. Now, I've also, over the last 18 months, I've spent a lot of time in doing personal development. I've really enjoyed that as well. I've invested a lot in myself, done some events as well, which have been great. Really enjoyed them, helping other people, coaching, training other people as well. And this all stemmed from when I returned from traveling. When I returned from traveling, I remember I was sat at my desk and I was reading through my new contract that I had. I'd gone back to the same company. And it said, one of the clauses was, it said, if need be, you will work weekends, holidays, and any overtime necessary to get the job done. And in that moment, I realized how trapped I was. I felt so trapped. I felt like the chains, that ball and chain was coming back on. I felt so stuck and I felt so unfulfilled. And I realized something in my life had to change. And that's why I started to go on personal development courses. The first of those courses I went on, I realized I was just scratching the surface of personal development, signed up to the follow-on programs. And I'm so glad I did, because it was actually, this event, I realized what it was that I was supposed to be doing in my life. And it was about coaching, it was about speaking, it was about training. And it's a feeling that I can't describe to people, but I just knew that this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in life, helping other people to achieve what they want in life. And that is what I want to share with you today. I want to show you how you can do that for yourself. So yeah, this is, as I said, I spent a lot of time last 18 months in personal development, doing events as well. This was another event I did too. So how many of you have ever made a mistake before? How many of you have ever made a mistake before? And how many of you realize that you're probably going to make a mistake in the future as well? Well, we're all human, and that's okay. Mistakes are a great way for us to learn. But the difference between successful business owners and those who struggle, those business owners that struggle, those business owners that fail, is one key difference. And I want to show you that right now. So those that are struggling, those that are failing in their business, when things go wrong, when they don't get the results that they want and that they set out for, they will often enter a stage of denial. And that means that they bury their head in the sands, they pretend that there's nothing wrong. They sweep their problems under the carpet so that it's not seen. And we know what happens when you do that. The monster grows bigger and bigger and bigger until it can't be hidden anymore. So struggling business owners, they'll enter this stage of denial, this delusional state where they kind of pretend that there's nothing wrong. They'll also finger point. They'll also lay blame. How many of you have ever, something's gone wrong, something's happened, and you've pointed the finger towards somebody else. You've passed the buck onto somebody else, another person, because the result hasn't gone your way. And the reason why we do that is to deflect any pressure, any heat, because we don't want to face any pressure. So we finger point. We've all done it. We're all human. But this is the difference between those that are successful and those that are struggling, those that are failing in their businesses. They also justify as well. You know, right now we've got a lot of justifying on because of this lockdown, because of COVID-19, coronavirus. A lot of people are justifying right now why it is they can't get the results they want, why they can't earn the money they want, why they can't grow their business to the extent that they want. And we see this all the time. So right now it's the lockdown, COVID-19. We saw this with Brexit as well. That was another thing as well. And people look for excuses. People who are struggling look for excuses. They look for reasons to justify why they're getting the results they're getting. But this is it. So this is what the struggling business owners will do. The key thing that those who are successful, those business owners who make a success of their business, they will take a level of being responsible. They will take responsibility. They will take ownership for the results that they are getting. The word responsible literally means your ability to respond to something. It's your ability to respond to a set of results. This is what successful people do. They take responsibility. They take full 100% ownership of the results that they're getting. And they realize that they are the ones who impact the results. They are the difference maker. Now, those who are struggling, what you'll often find is when they realize that they can't be in denial anymore, they've got to come out and they've got to face the monster. When they've run out of people to finger point, people to lay blame on, and they've run out of excuses, they've run out of reasons why that they're not getting the results they want, they will often, before they take any level of responsibility, any form of ownership, taking that 100% ownership of their results, they'll quit. They won't cross over that line to being responsible, and they'll quit. They'll take themselves out the game. So I want to make you aware of this. So if you want to have a successful business, it's about creating responsibility. It's about taking ownership. I just wanted to quickly share with you, over the last 18 months, I've done coaching myself, but I've had some wonderful coaches behind my back helping me. And it's important, for business owners to have coaches, because coaches are there to guide you. They're there to support you. They're there to push you to become a better version of yourselves. And the people I'm about to show you really helped me do that. So this first guy, Matt Attram, I'm blessed to be a part of his team now, one of his accredited coaches. And Mac is a speaker for the largest seminar and events company in the world. He trains people all over the world, speaks on stages in front of thousands of people. And he really is an incredible human being. He so much support, always there to help you, always there to answer your questions, always there to push you as well and push you in the right direction and give you the help that you need. This is another guy as well, Blair Singer. So I remember I told you about that event that I first attended, and it was like, this is what I was supposed to do. That was one of Blair's events. He truly is, he's a master of bringing out the best in people, helping them to fulfill and reach their maximum potential. And because of Blair, I've joined he has a community of over 500 teachers and trainers around the world now. And I'm blessed to be a part of that community. Everybody is helping to, in some way, serve the world, help make it a better place. Everybody just helping somebody to reach their full potential. So I've learned so much from Blair, and really fantastic to be learning from him. As well on the left, this is Cassie. She coached me as well. And Cassie, whenever I was going through challenges, whenever I was going through tough times, even now, she's always there to give me the words of encouragement. But she holds me accountable too, and she holds me accountable to do what I was saying, to do what I said that I would do. But she's always there to give me that positive support and that encouragement I need. And then Jay and Naomi on the right there. So these guys, they're marketing, branding experts, and they really helped me last year, really helped me get my message out there, get visible, get seen so that I can help people. So they've been an incredible impact on my life and on my business. So if you want to have a successful business, having your own coaches, having your own support network and structure around you is going to be really, really important. So I just wanted to share this with you. So you may recognize this, but this comes from a guy, Robert Kiyosaki, author of a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which you may or may not have read of, but a fantastic book. And it's about how to create an income and a lifestyle for yourself where you don't have to work in that system, that 9-to-5 system. And he said there are 4 types of people. So let me go through that with you. We have people who are employees. So these are the guys who work. They work in that job. They work 9-to-5, whatever that might be. They work in that system where they're working Monday to Friday, and then the weekends off. You've also got people who are self-employed. Now, they're just like employed people. However, these guys have decided that, hey, do you know what? I'm going to go, I want to be employed. I want to be in that system, but I'm going to do it under my own name. I'm going to do it for myself. So with self-employed people, on the left side of this quadrant, the cash flow quadrant, on the left side, these people are giving up their time for money. They're giving up time for money. Now, so this is known as active income. So the thing about this is you're giving up your time, but your time is limited. You only have so much time, and your time is very valuable as well. But for these guys on the left, the employed and the self-employed, they're giving up that time so that they can earn an income at the end of the week, or they earn a paycheck at the end of the month. Now, on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant are first off, the business owners. So this is where, I want to focus a lot of our attention on, but the business owners are the guys who have set up their own business and they have systemized it. So they have employees and self-employed workers working for them to earn money. They're not exchanging their time for money. This is the difference. So they're creating passive income for themselves. So whilst they sleep, whilst they're on holiday, they're able to earn an income. Where for those who are self-employed, they will often find if they go on holiday, if they're off sick, if they're ill, they cannot earn the same amount of income. And as well, lastly, we have investors. Investors are people who invest their money, the money they've created, into assets, for instance, a property asset, or stocks or shares, or investing in other businesses as well. So they've taken their passive income, the money that they've earned, the capital that they have, and they invest that into assets to create more passive income so that they are earning money while they sleep. So as I said, on the left, this is active income. So you have to exchange your time for money. Whereas on the right-hand side, this is passive income. So you're earning money while you're asleep, whilst you're on holiday. If you're off ill, you've still got an income coming in. Now, if you want to live an incredible life, if you want to enjoy yourself and achieve those dreams and have that time freedom and that financial freedom, it's going to require you to earn a passive income. Now, how many of you realize how important it is to earn that passive income over your active income, rather than exchanging your time? So the big focus is to become a business owner. Become a business owner where you can grow, you can scale your business on whatever it is that you do, and then you can systemize it so you step away from it and you have people who are employed, who are self-employed, who are working for you to generate your income. So it's really important to get clear on what it is that you want. And this is a key thing. So a lot of people will go out there and they know what it is they want to do, and they know how they're going to do it. They know what it is their business is going to be. They know how they're going to do it. They know the systems. They know the processes. But a guy called Simon Sinek said the one thing that creates a very, very successful business are those business owners who know why they do it. They know the reasons why they set out. It's this why that creates emotion. So any successful business starts with the reason. They start with that at the center, at the core of what it is they want to achieve. If there's enough emotion, that will drive you to get through any times of challenging, any tough, challenging times ahead. Whereas if you have a what, if you have a how, so you know what you're doing, you know how you're doing it, but you don't have a reason why you're doing it. As soon as you come up against an obstacle, as soon as you come up a challenge of any kind, you're immediately gonna, you're not gonna realize, you're gonna think, why am I doing this? You know, I don't really, what's the point? I don't have a reason strong enough. Why am I putting myself through all this pain? Why am I putting through myself through this challenge? And I don't actually have a reason to do it. So if you want to create success for yourself, know why you're doing it. Know the reason. Maybe you're moving from a situation. Maybe it's somebody important in your life that you want to do it for. Maybe it's your parents, wife, husband, children. You know, that they are the center. Maybe that you felt so trapped and you just want to create a new life for yourself, but something that is going to really empower you, something that is going to make you feel so strongly about what it is that you do. So let me go through this. Business mistake number one. And this is a very common mistake. And how many of you have ever heard of somebody before and they've gone, I've got a great business idea? How many of you have ever heard somebody say that before? I've got a great business idea. I'm going to change the world. My idea is the next. It's going to make me a fortune. It's going to make me millions. And then what you find out is 3 months later, they're closing down their business. They haven't made a single penny. They really struggled. And the idea that they had just hasn't taken off, and it hasn't got them to where they want to be. Why is that? Well, the reason is because there wasn't a problem. It wasn't solving anything, and the market didn't need it. The market didn't, whatever their idea was, the market didn't require it. There wasn't a market need for it. So that's why nobody brought that item, whatever it is, the service or the product they had, nobody was purchasing it because it wasn't solving a problem. So if you want to create a successful business, you have to be really clear on what it is, the problem. What problem do you solve? If you want to earn money, don't focus on earning money. A lot of people ask, how do I make more money? How do I make money? How do I make money? How do I earn more money? And that will always be in the center of their mind. What a guy called T. Harv Eker said, he said, if you want to earn a lot of money, then get very clear on what it is. Focus on the problems that you can solve. Focus on those problems that people have that you can solve. And what happens is you find somebody with that problem, you help them solve it in exchange for some money. This is the definition of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur, a business owner, is somebody who solves people's problems for pay or for a profit. So if you want to create an income for yourself, if you want to create a profit for yourself, you have to do this through solving people's problems. So what are some of the problems that you can focus on? Well, problems will often reside in 3 key areas. So number 1 is wealth. Everybody, a lot of people out there, they want to earn more money, they want to get richer, they want to overcome debts, they want to feel financially secure. This is often money, wealth. It creates a lot of stress for people. And often at night, this is what will keep people awake. Another thing is health. People want to feel better. They want to have more energy. They want to look thinner. They want to put on more muscle. They want to have better skin. They want to have good mental health as well. They want to have good health. So this is another area that you can focus on if you're looking for problems to solve. And as well, the last area is relationships. Now, everybody wants to have whatever their relationships with their husband, with their family, with their wife, with their children. They want to have better relationships. They want to have happier relationships. What effect does it have on you? If you're having problems at home with your family or whatever, what problem does that then create in your life? And it has such a big impact on people. So that is why people really want to solve this, and people really want to have better, happier relationships. So if you want to create more money for yourself, focus on people's problems. And what you do is you help one person, you solve their problem. Then you get yourself to a place where you're helping more people. You're helping a few people. You're solving their problems. But you want to focus on one thing. If you're solving too many problems for too many people, it's going to be very complicated for you, and it's going to get messy. So just focus on one thing for now when you're just starting out. And then over the time, once you're helping more and more people, you're solving their problems, you then want to start systemizing. So then you want to find ways and strategies that you can help even more people. So that's when you might have to start employing more people, because remember, you only have limited time. So you won't be able to help a lot of people if you're just doing it on your own. So you'll need to create systems. You'll need to employ people to help you. You'll need to partner up with people to help you in order to do this. Now, this is something I really like this quote: by being everything to everyone, you're nothing to anyone. And what this means, if you try and go out there and you want to solve people's money problems, you want to solve their health problems, you want to solve their relationship problems, and you want to help everyone in the market, you are going to struggle. You are going to come up against a massive uphill hurdle. You are going to come up against a lot of obstacles, because you won't be valuable because you're trying to help everyone. So the best way to do this is to focus on one thing. Now, the way to look at this, if you think if you're a fish, if you're a little fish in a big pond with a lot of other big fish, and you're trying to compete with them to get customers, you're going to really struggle, because the big fish, they're already in the game. They've got it mastered. They're helping the people. So in that big pond, as a little fish, you're just going to be fighting around for the scraps. And so you really want to put yourself in an empowering position. And what I mean by that is putting yourself into a little pond, but being the big fish, because then you are the go-to person. People see you as the market expert. So this is about refining your niche. And what I mean by niche is refining your market, who it is that you're going to sell your products, who it is that you're going to sell your services to. So it's really important to understand and know who your target audience is. Who is it that you are helping? You want to get really clear on that persona of what that person looks like and what it is that they do. And there are two ways to do this. First off, you want to know the demographics, and we'll go through these in a moment. And you also want to know the psychographics as well. So the demographics are things like their age. How old are they? Are they early 20s, late 20s? Are they over 50s? Are they over 60s? Whatever that age bracket is. Are they male? Are they female? It's often best just to, if you can focus it on one, just male or female, that's going to make it even better for you. Where do they live? Do they live in a city? Do they live in a town, in a village? Where do they live in London? Do they live in Paris, Belgium, wherever it might be? Get clear on the location as well. What is it they do for a career? What is their current job? Do they have their own business? Do they work in a 9-to-5 job? Whatever it is they're doing. How much money are they earning? What's their monthly salary? What's their yearly salary? How many children do they have? How many dependents do they have? And what is their level of education as well? Are they single? Are they married? Are they divorced? As you get really clear on all these things, you're gonna really narrow down. You're gonna refine your target audience, and you're gonna be playing as the big fish in the little pond. How many of you would like to play as the big fish in the little pond? Psychographics. Your goals. What are their goals? What do they want to achieve? What are their values? What is it? Integrity? Is it family? Is it having fun? Get clear on what their values are, who they are as a person. What are their driving forces? What drives them? What gets them out of bed? What books do they read? Magazines as well. Are there any magazines that they read? Gurus, who do they look up to? What leaders do they look up to? What leaders do they learn from? What experts do they enjoy taking material from and discovering more about? As well, do they go to any conferences? Do they go to conferences for their job? Do they, like myself, are they an advocate, going to a lot of personal development conferences? And what social media channels are they on? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on all three of those, or are they just on one? And do they visit any blogs and websites as well? So when you know who your target audience is, once you're clear on that, you need to go to them with a marketing strategy. You need to capture, you need to bring them into you. You need to make yourself known to your target audience. So then you can start building up a rapport, then you can start building a relationship with them so that you can start selling your products and services so that you can help them, so that you can solve their problems, so that you can make your life, so that you can make the life for them better. And this is, you really want to be doing this authentic with high morals as well, because it's about helping them. It's about serving your customer. And if you come at it with that angle, they will understand that and they'll connect with you so much more. So a way to do this is using a marketing approach called AIDA. Now, AIDA stands for this. So first, attention. Whatever your marketing is, or whether you're doing social media posts, blogs, flyers, videos, whatever that is, you want to capture their attention. You want to, think about it when people are scrolling through, social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, they see your post, it captures their attention. Your video, whatever it is, it captures their attention, it locks them in. People's attention spans are so short now. It's something like 3 seconds. Something like 3 seconds. So you want to grab their attention very, very quickly. You also want to create interest. Once you grab their attention, you want to get them interested in what it is that you do. What service, what product are you offering? What can you help them? What can you help them with? So if you talk about their problems and you share how you can help solve that problem, you're going to grab their interest. You also want to create a desire in them. So you've grabbed their attention, they're interested in what they want to do, and now you want to create desire. You want to create an emotion where they move to buy from you. They move to purchase whatever your service or product is. There is a desire, there is a will there now because they want to work with you. They want to be a part of your business, part of your enterprise. And as well, action. Once you've created emotion, once you've created that desire where they've realized, they've chosen you, they've realized that you can help them, that you can solve their problems, you need to give them an action to go and do. So social media might be click here to register for your product, click here to buy your product, whatever it is, call this number, email here, speak to this person, whatever it is, you need to get them to take an action once they've achieved a level of desire. So what I want to show you now is 5 steps to success. Now, this is really, really important. These 5 steps are going to elevate your life. They're going to elevate your results. If you follow these 5 steps, this is what is going to grow your results exponentially. So number 1, you want to have hunger. You want to have, and we're going to be going into these. We're going to be going into these deeper. So I'll just cover these quickly. You want to have a level of hunger. You want to have that strong desire and that will to get what you want, to reach success. You've also got to have clarity. It's really important to know where it is you're going, what is the objective, what is the outcome, because clarity is power. If you're not clear, you're going to be confused. You've got to be focused. You've got to have laser-like focus, tunnel-like focus, so that you're really productive, you're really effective in what you are doing. Because a lot of people are, they're all over the place. They're doing a lot of different things. Their focus is completely scattered. And as a result, they very much slowed down their progress. You've also got to be disciplined. This is key for success. You've got to be disciplined. A lot of people are willing to just sit on the sofa all day. A lot of people, this is why a lot of business owners struggle. They struggle, they fail in their business as well. They don't earn the amount of money they want because they're not disciplined, because they don't sit there doing the work that they need to do, because they don't implement the habits that they need to reach success. And there's also got to be action. You can have hunger, you can be totally clear on what it is, what you want to do, you can be focused, you can be disciplined as well, but you've got to take action. You've got to go out there and you've got to start taking the action that is required of you to grow your business. If you sit around and do nothing, then your business is not going to grow. Your business will only grow to the extent that you grow yourself, but also to the level of action that you take. So hunger. Well, what is hunger? What does it mean to have hunger? Well, it's that strong desire. Usain Bolt down the left there, he has a strong desire to win. He puts in countless hours of training, of working out, of dieting. He's got his coaches, he's got his trainers around him, helping him, because he has a hunger. He has a will to win. He wants to become a world champion. And because of that hunger, because of that desire, he was able to do that in the Olympics on numerous occasions. So also the same, Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela had a desire to change the face of politics in South Africa, to really change a nation. And he had a desire, he had a hunger to inspire people to connect and work together as a country, as a whole, rather than just going against each other as whites and blacks, fighting all the time. He wanted to unify them. That was his hunger. That was his drive. Steve Jobs, Tony Robbins as well. Steve Jobs had an incredible amount of hunger to grow to Apple to what it was until he sadly passed away. And Tony Robbins now, his hunger, his desire is to change people's lives, which is what takes him around the world on a daily basis, coaching, training thousands of people in front of audiences, filling massive auditoriums and stadiums of people. Next up, clarity. Look, how much time have you spent working on somebody else's goals rather than your own? How many of you, if you could right now, if you could think about that time, if you could proportion it, is it 50-50? Is it a 60-40 split? Have you spent 90% of your time working on somebody else's goals rather than your own? This is where you really need to start putting some attention to, putting some work into. A lot of people will spend more time working on their own vacations, designing their own vacations, planning their own holidays, than they will on designing their life and the vision that they have for their life, the goals that they want to achieve. So how much time are you spending working on your own goals? When you work out your vision, when you work out your goals for the future, this is going to give you clarity. That clarity is going to empower you. That clarity is going to empower you. Look, so many people don't take action because they are confused. So what is it that you really want? What do you really want in your life? What lifestyle do you want to create for yourself? And I'll just quickly tell you, let me just share a quick story with you. So I was once, I was really interested in what successful people did. What do successful people do that I could copy, that I could bring into my own life? And I started to interview people. And one of the people I interviewed was my CEO at work. And I was fascinated. I wanted to learn how he'd created success for himself. And I remember I created my list of questions. I was really pleased with them. I thought they were solid questions. And I sent them, this was on a Friday evening. I sent them across to him in an email. And I was excited for Monday's interview. I was going to learn more from him. And I remember I sent it. I was really pleased to get them off I knew he'd enjoy them. And I got one question back. One question. And it said, "What do you want?" And it stumped me. He loved the questions that I had sent him, but he only wanted one. He only sent me in return one question. And that question completely stumped me. And I went into panic. I was like, what does this mean? Is it a trick question? Why is he asking me this? What does he want out of me? What does he want to get out of me answering this question? And at the time, I went to my dad. And I said, "Dad, I've been asked this question. I've got to sit down with him on Monday. How do I answer it?" And my dad simply said this. He was like, "Look, it's a great question, but you've got to break it down. You've got to think about, who do you want to be? What do you want to do? And what do you want to have? So what kind of person do you want to be? What do you want to become? What values do you want to be? What values do you see in yourself? What do you want to become and evolve into? Also, what do you want to do? What experiences do you want to do? What do you want to do in your life? If you could not fail, if money, time wasn't an object, and all the fear and stuff went away, what is it that you want to do with your life? And also, what do you want to have? Do you want to have a big house? Do you want to have a small house? Do you want to have a house? Do you want to have a big, massive business? Do you want to have a family? Do you want to have kids? Whatever it is, what do you want to have? When you break down these questions, you will notice a common theme come up. And out of this, you will be able to create your vision, how it is if you see your life, what it is that you see for your future. If you can visualize it, if you can think it, I promise you that you can create it. Your thoughts can become reality, but it starts with you creating that vision in your mind of exactly what you want. Because when you're clear, when you know what you want, you can then get to work on it. And you'll also find out of this your purpose, what it is that you're supposed to be doing on life, what it is that your mission is. This will, when you do this exercise, this is what will come out of it for you. So as I said, lack of clarity is going to create confusion. This confusion is going to lead to hesitation. The reason that people hesitate, they don't take the action, is because they're confused, because they're not clear on what it is they want to achieve. If somebody gave you the pathway, then somebody said, follow these exact steps, and this is the exact result that you're going to get for it, you're going to take that action, because it's going to be empowering, because you know at the other end of it, you're going to get the result that you want. I love this quote by Napoleon Hill in that great book, Think and Grow Rich. Life is a chessboard, and the player opposite you is time. Time will not tolerate indecision. Your pieces will be wiped off the board if you hesitate before moving or neglect to move thoughtfully and decisively. So this means that you always need to be making decisions. Never hesitate. Never hold yourself back from doing something because you're not sure what the outcome is going to be. Put some thought into it and be decisive about it, because time is ticking. The clock is ticking. The sooner that you start, the better. The sooner you start with your own business, the better. Next up is focus. Now, look, this is really important. And, you know, when I first started my journey, my focus was all over the place. I was doing network marketing. I wanted to do property. I wanted to do some cryptocurrencies as well. I was trying to do my coaching, training business. My focus was everywhere. And I thought, you know what, if I put my attention onto loads of different success projects, I'll achieve success quicker. But that's not the case at all. So you want to really narrow your focus down into one area, or as very few areas as you physically can. Right now, we are all distracted by social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Every single day, our phones are buzzing. They want our attention. The new notifications, new things coming up, new messages from people. Also, emails, we get completely bogged down in emails. But not only that, are we reading emails and sending emails all the time? We're also rearranging our inbox, making sure that it's perfect, that it's all lined up. We're distracted by our phone, text messages, phone calls. There's always something on our phone that is grabbing our attention. as well, entertainment, nights out, films, all of this, we can often spend too much time. It's okay to have some time to enjoy yourself, to entertain yourself, to have a laugh. But often people spend too much time in this area, going out every weekend, wasting the time that they need to spend on their business. A funny one I wanted to share with you is, cat videos are everywhere. I scroll through social media, there's always cat videos. And this just distracts so many people. It's not just cat videos. YouTube is one of the largest, I think it's the second largest search engine now. People are scrolling through, watching videos after videos of other people, cat videos, dog videos, people messing up, people failing at different things, people making a fool of themselves. And people get addicted to these videos and they spend their time watching these videos when actually what they should be doing is working on their business. So what is the difference? What is the difference between those that are average and those that are great? Those who are champions? What is the difference between the people who are champions and those that are average, those who are at a mediocre level? Well, the difference is discipline. I spoke about the likes of Usain Bolt earlier. What made him was a champion was his level of discipline. He didn't miss trainings. His food, his diet was on point. His nutrition, his sleep as well was always on point. And for any champion, for any successful businessman, if you go into that, if you follow them around for a day, their discipline is to such a high level, that is what makes them a success. So my message here is, if you want to create success, create discipline for yourself, create strong habits. Life is about, constantly pushing yourself to become better, to force yourself out of bed early in the morning, to get that extra time in the day, to force yourself to exercise when you don't want to. All these moments in time where you don't want to do something like exercising and you go ahead and do it, you're building the muscle. You're building that discipline muscle. So what is it that stops 90% of people starting their own business? What is it that stops those people, 90% of people, starting their own business? Well, it's this. So we have, in our head, we have our brain, and we also, as humans, we have a mind. And our mind is made up of two elements. We have our conscious mind, but we also have a conscious mind, which takes up 10% of our capacity, but we also have our subconscious mind as well. And our subconscious mind, that equates to, of our activity, of our brain usage, 90%. So our conscious mind is made up, when we're using our conscious mind, we're aware of our surroundings. So right now, what it is that I can see on the screen, what is it that I can hear around me, what is it that I'm doing. This is the awareness of our surroundings. Also, our current thoughts and emotions. What is it right now that we're feeling? Are we feeling happy? Are we feeling scared? Are we feeling excited? What are our current thoughts going through our mind? What are we thinking about right now? And also in our conscious mind is our physical sensations in the body. So, you can, perhaps you've got an itch on your arm, or something that you're aware of, a physical sensation in your body. When you taste food as well, that is a physical sensation. When you have a food, that taste in your mouth. Whereas with your subconscious mind, this stores your memories. Your memories, all the experiences that you've had in life are stored as memories in your subconscious. Also your beliefs. So your beliefs are things like, so for instance, when it comes to money, a lot of people's beliefs are things like money is the root of all evil. Money doesn't grow on trees. You don't need money to be happy. Money doesn't buy happiness. These are all beliefs. And for the majority of people, they have very limiting beliefs, which is what stops them. And they also, for those successful business owners, they have very empowering beliefs. We also have the fears and the little voice. How many of you have a little voice? How many of you have a whole choir of little voices going on in your head? Now, where does the little voice come from? Well, this comes from our memories. It comes from our past experiences. Look, if you, for instance, if you made friends with somebody and you became really good friends, you'd known them for a couple of years, and you started working together, your families became very good friends as well. But what you didn't know about that person is that before they even knew you, somebody had asked them for some money, and they lent that person some money and they got burned. They never received that money back. But you weren't aware of that. So now when you end up, you might be going through a tough month, you might be having a month where you're struggling, and you decide to go to your friend, whoever it is, and you go, hey, look, I'm struggling a little bit this month. I just need some money to get by. Is it okay if I just borrow, a couple of £1,000 just to help me get through my bills and stuff? The other person, then, because they've had a bad experience, they've had a bad memory, what is it that they then do? They then panic. They find the relationship, that friendship, completely awkward. They back out of it because all of a sudden something was triggered in their subconscious. And that was the fear, that was the little voice. Because when they heard that request for borrowing money, that triggered the past experience, and they thought that they were going to get burned again. And this is what stops so many people from starting their own business. The fears and the little voice. People are worried about, they're worried about security. They're worried that people will criticize them. They're worried that they won't make enough money in their business. They're worried that, they'll be rejected by their friends. So we have all these fears, all these worries, these little voices going on in our heads. And this is what stops so many people from starting their own business, because of these fears, these little voices that are coming from past experiences, coming from past memories. We also have subjective maps of reality. So we all have a different perception of what I see may be very different to what you see. If we were both holding a beach ball and a beach ball had different colors, now I'd be saying to you that, my side was green or red. To me, my perception, my map of reality is that beach ball is green or is red on my side. However, for you, you're on your side, you're going, no, it's black. This side of the beach ball is black. So that's your perception of reality. We're both right, but it's our subjective map of reality. This is also in our subconscious mind as well. Now, I want to go into this because authentic selling is going to be really, really important if you want to grow a successful business. If you want to create a business for yourself, you want to earn a lot of money, because by earning a lot of money, you can help even more people. That's really important to get your head around, because if you create income, you create profit, you can help more people. Whereas if you're struggling, if your business fails, there are people missing out because you can't solve their problem, because you're struggling or you're no longer in business, so you can't help them, so you can't support them. Now, a lot of people well, let me ask you a question. How many of you have some very bad perceptions of selling, of people who sell as well? You have some very bad perceptions. We think of car salesmen, we think of that hard salesman, but it's very important to be authentic so that you can build connections with your customers, with your clients. So right now during COVID-19, during this lockdown, people are separated. People are really separated from each other right now, and they want more connection. So it's really important for you to be able to connect with people deeply and authentically to help them, because this is about building trust. Think about it. You wouldn't, if you were buying something from somebody, you wouldn't buy from them if you didn't trust them, if you didn't like them. So you only buy from people that you trust, that you respect, and you have a relationship with, that you have rapport with. So if you want to earn more money, I want to show you this simple system that you can use to help you do that. First off, you want to find people with money. You want to find people who have money, because otherwise, if you're the people that you're finding, the people that you're selling your service to in your products, and they don't have the money, maybe they're in a lot of debt, or maybe they don't earn a very good salary, you're gonna really struggle to be able to help them, because they're not going to be able to pay for your services. You also then you want to approach them. So once you've found the people with money, you want to approach them, you want to present to them, you want to pitch to them, you know, how it is, what it is that you do, and how it is that you can help them. So yeah, you present to them, you show them, this is me, this is what I do, this is how I can help you. Once you've presented to them, shown them what it is that you do, you're then going to get some objections. So you might hear things like, I don't have the money for this right now. I need to think about it. I need to speak to my partner. I need to speak to my business partner. I need to sort my finances out. These are all common objections. And it's nothing personal to you. It's nothing personal to what it is that you're doing, what your product or service is. It may be that they are confused about something. They don't fully believe in it. And they don't fully see how it is that you can help them. So the way to go about objection handling is, number one, acknowledge them. Acknowledge what they are saying to you. So, you know, if they are saying, I need to go and look at my finances, I need to think about this, say thank you. Thank you. I understand. I appreciate what you're saying. How many of you would feel more listened to if next time you were being sold to and you had an objection, somebody went, thank you, I understand. No, I appreciate that. Wouldn't that make a difference? So many people go in charging in with their products, with their services, buy this, and they talk about it. But what you want to do is you want to acknowledge them, and then you want to ask them a question. If you want to sell authentically, it's about asking questions. Asking what? Asking what? There's another question. How many questions can I ask you? So you want to acknowledge, and then you want to ask them a question. So yeah, acknowledge, say thank you, ask a question. You may have another objection. Acknowledge, ask another question. Once you've gone through this process of objection handling and you've cleared everything up for them, they understand what it is that you do fully. They understand the value in it. They understand how that you can help them, how the results that you can get for them as well. You then want to close the sale. So you want to take the money from them. You want to process the payment. You want to process the transaction for them so that you can get started with them. And then down the line, you're going to follow up with them. So they've been using your product, they've been using your service. You want to then go back and you want to follow up with them. How are you getting on? How's the product working for you? Are there any issues? Is there anything that we can help with you further? Is there anything that you need support with? So follow up with them. And also at this moment in time, get a testimonial from them. So once they've been working with you and they've taken your services, they've used your products, get a video testimonial or a written testimonial from them to help you, because then you can go back out to the marketplace with that testimonial and you can show people what it is that you do and how you help them. And when people see testimonials, they feel more connected. They feel that the results are more achievable and it's more realistic. This is another thing as well. In your business, you're going to have to learn how to manage your cash. Cash management is going to be key to a successful business, because you could be earning a lot of money. However, if you're not managing your cash, if you're not managing your income, you could also be earning you could also see a lot of money be going out the door as well. So at the same time you're earning, you're bringing a lot of money in, but you're also losing a lot of money as well. And that could leave you in a position where you are struggling and you're not making the profit that you need to. So you've probably heard of this expression. So turnover is vanity. So turnover is what you secure in contracts. So this is just so if you sign a contract for £100,000, that turnover is going to be £100,000. Now turnover is vanity. Now profit is sanity. So profit is once you have your turnover, £100,000, you're then going to take off your expenses. So that contract is £100,000. Your expenses may then be £80,000, $80,000, whatever it is. That means that your profit is $20,000, whatever the currency is for you. So then the profit is sanity. You know, if a business is making profit, then it is in a good position. But cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. The amount of you could be earning, you could be getting turnover, you could be securing those contracts. Your expenses, may be setting you up to creating a profit as well, but you have got to be having the cash coming in to the bank account. You can have a turnover, you can declare a profit on your paperwork, on your spreadsheets, but if the cash physically is not in your bank account, then you are going to be struggling. And that is why cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. Let me say that one more time for you because that is really important. Cash flow is king. This is the most important thing. The money in your account at the end of the day is going to be what keeps your business alive and keeps you going. So yeah, cash flow, very, very important. So I just like to, you've probably been sat here for a little while now. So what I want you to do is I just want you to shake yourself off, get yourself moving, stand up, sit down if you need to, get the blood flow going. So I appreciate you've been sat for a little while now. And what I want you guys to do is just with me, let's get the energy up, let's get things moving because we've been sat. So I just want you with me. We're going to clap to 5 and then we're going to go yes. So everybody with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. We're going to do it one more time to get our energy up, get our blood flow going. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate you taking the time to join this online class to learn about how to start a successful business as well. But what does this all mean to you? Well, do you know what? It disturbs me to see so many people stuck in a job that they do not enjoy. And they can work for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years in this job. And as a result, they don't create the lifestyle for themselves. They don't create the money for themselves as well. So what happens is they feel totally unfulfilled, and they have so many regrets. And because they haven't been able to create that lifestyle for themselves, because they haven't been able to create the money that they want, they end up tied to that corporation, tied to that company that they work with. And they go into, if they're working for the next 50 years, they go into retirement with a very, very low income. Now, that's why I created a program called the Personal Power Program online. And with your permission, and if it's okay with you, I'd just like to spend a few minutes of your time just to share with you what this program is all about, because I know that it can make a big difference on your life and on your future as well. So as I said, over the last 18 months, I've invested in my own development over £50,000. And that has enabled me to quit my job. It's enabled me to live a life that I enjoy. Every day I'm living my passion. I get to do what I love. And it's really grown me as a person. I've become a better person because of that. So I really value my own personal development. I value investing in yourself. I believe it is the best investment that you can make to grow yourself to become a better person. But that's why, I realize that not everybody can afford to spend £50,000 on their personal development. So that's why I created the Personal Power Program Online. Now, the Personal Power Program Online is going to be happening the 1st to the 3rd of May 2020. So that's next week, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is going to be happening over Zoom, just like this, just over a video call. This is going to be a highly experiential learning experience. Now, the tuition for the Personal Power Program Online for the 3 days is £2,395. Look, when you come to this program, you're going to learn how to change your limiting beliefs, how to change your limiting beliefs and replace them with more empowering beliefs. So that then you can go forward, you can make massive progress in your business and in your life and get the results that you want. Remember, I said that those successful business owners are ones that have empowering beliefs for themselves. You're also going to learn how to grow your income by 20 to 200% in a very short space of time. How many of you would like to grow your income from anywhere between 20 and 200% in a short period of time? I'm sure a lot of you are nodding your head right now. You're also going to learn the strategies to overcome your fears. Look, to earn more money, there are actions required of you that you need to take. And it is the fear that stops so many people from taking those actions. So you're going to be, on this program, you're going to learn the strategies that you need to implement to then overcome your fears so that you can earn more money. You're also going to develop the skills of high performers. Very successful business owners are very high performers. And I'm going to be showing you and developing the skills for you so that you can become more productive, you become more efficient as well. So who is this program for? Who should attend the Personal Power Program Online? Well, firstly, aspiring business owners. So anyone right now who is in a job, they're not sure what it is that they want to be doing, but they know they want to create a business. They know that they want to earn more money. They know they want to get out there, create an incredible lifestyle for themselves. They want to get out there and create a life that they enjoy, that they love. So this is very much for aspiring business owners, but also business owners as well. And this could be for the business owners who are looking to go to the next level. They've reached one level in their business and they're ready to go to and reach that next level. They may be struggling, they may be failing right now, they may even be successful, but there's always another level that they want to get to. But also for employees as well, self-employed workers too, that very much this program is for. So this is Claudia, one of my clients. So I just want to share this with you.
Hello, my name is Claudia. I'm from Germany and I'm a spiritual coach. Before I met Tom, I had really struggled to set my goals. So it was more like a feeling inside of me, and I was not able to push me in a direction because of this feeling, and it was nothing there to accomplish. It was only a feeling. So with Tom Helps, I create a clear goal, and we develop several ways to get there, to reach this goal. And what really worked extremely good for me was to bring some numbers in, because numbers don't lie. My sales increased in March 20% more sales than in February. So I recommend Tom because of his clarity and emphasis, and I recommend him because he held me accountable for reaching my goals. Thank you, Tom.
So yeah, working with Claudia, working with Claudia has been brilliant. I really enjoyed working with Claudia, and she was very much in a position where she wasn't sure how she was going to progress in our new coaching business and our new adventure. So I really enjoyed helping her with that. This is also Rob, another one who I spent some time with coaching. I took him through a coaching program as well, and he was already an established business owner. So Rob is, he has a vacuum business where he refurbishes old vacuums, sells them on again on online business. It's an online business. And in 1 week alone, because of the work we were doing together, he increased his sales figures by 100%. Already an established business owner. But we implemented the strategies for him into his business that helped them grow. And that was why he was able to get such an incredible result. So here's what's going to happen. Here's what you're going to get. So you're going to come to the Personal Power Program. The tuition of that is £2,395. Now, for some of you, you may want to bring a guest with you. So couples, partners, groups that learn together, stick together. Those that learn together, they stay together. And so for your guest to come to the Personal Power Program as well, the tuition of that would be £2,395 as well. You're also going to get 3 one-on-one calls with me after the event, 3 one-on-one calls with me. Why is that? Look, I understand that at the end of an event, you can be very motivated, you can be you're raring to go, do the action that is required of you. However, what happens is reality starts to creep back in after that event, and you start to encounter new problems, new challenges. And because the support isn't there, you're not sure what to do. So I want you guys to have support, which is why I want to bring you 3 one-on-one calls so that we can personally work together, work through your challenges so that you can continue to build on what you've learned in the Personal Power Program. So the value of that is £1,995. You're also going to get 6 months access to my Power Mindset Inner Circle Facebook group. So on this Facebook group, once a month, I do a live training in there, which you're all able to jump into. Ask me any questions that you have as well. I'll be teaching you about a particular subject, a particular area, and you can ask me any questions that you may have as well. But in the Facebook group, in the Inner Circle, I also do a mastermind. We do a weekly mastermind, and what happens, the way the mastermind works is each of those sessions, you jump on a call and you'll be helping other people to help you move forward faster than you could on your own. The mastermind is a beautiful process. It's a fantastic learning experience so that you can help, so that you can get further support. Now, the value of the 6 months access you're going to get is £1,495. You're also going to get voice messenger support with me through the Voxer app. So that means, if you need help quickly, if there's something that you quickly need to voice, you need that support with, you can just send me a voice message and I'll be able to reply to that. Why am I doing this? Because I don't want you to feel left alone. I want you to be supported. I don't want you to feel isolated or stuck. I want you to, what you learn in the Personal Power Program, I want you to be able to implement that into your lives. And that needs ongoing support. So that is why I'm putting that there for you. So the value of that is £495. You're also going to get 24-hour email support with me as well. So whenever you have a question, whenever something comes up, you can ask that of me. And the value of that is £395. So the total for this, if you want to do this, the total for this package is £9,565. But let me just remember when I said to you earlier that, I remember when I was sat at my desk, I was reading through that contract. And in that moment, I just felt so trapped. I felt so unfulfilled. And being in that job, waking up in the morning, I was dreading going to work that day because I knew it was just no longer what I wanted to do. It just wasn't fulfilling me. It wasn't exciting me in any way. And I felt so frustrated. And that is why it's so important to me that each of you attend this program, because I know it is going to do incredible things for your life. It is going to do incredible things for the results that you want, for the amount of money that you want to earn as well. So that's why I want to do something extraordinary for you guys. I want to do something extraordinary for you. So I'm going to do a gift for you. Why am I doing this? Well, look, we're in lockdown right now. We are stuck at home and we've been gifted this time. And this is really a time for us to learn, for us to develop ourselves, for us to grow and become better at what it is that we want to do. The other thing as well, I don't have to, for this event, it's online. So I don't have to book a hotel room. I don't have to sort out lunches. So as a result, my overheads are very low. And that's why I want to do something very special for you guys. So let me just recap for this. So if you want to do this personal power program, £2,395. Your guests will also come for £2,395 as well. You'll get the 3 one-on-one calls with me after the event, so that we can continue your learning, we can continue to get you the results that you want. Value of that is £1,995. The 6-month access into the Facebook group, the value of £1,495. The voice messenger support app, £495. The email support with me as well, it's £395. But the total of this, £9,565. But look, guys, I said I want to do something very special for you because we're in lockdown. I don't have to book a hotel. I don't have to sort out lunches as well. So I'm going to do something extraordinary for you guys. For those of you who register right now for this event, I'm going to do a very special offer for you. The total for this package for you is not going to be £9,565. The email support, that is going to be for free. The Voxer messenger support app, the voice messenger support app, that is going to be for free. The 6-month access, when you join my inner circle, you join the inner circle, you can join the live trainings, you can join the masterminds, you're helping other people to help you, that is going to be for free. The 3 one-on-one calls with me after the event, I'll be helping you, supporting you through your challenges. That is going to be for free as well. Your guest is not going to come for £2,395. I'm going to do something very special here, guys. You're not going to come for £2,395 either. Your special offer is this. If you want to do this package, it is 1 for 2. For those of you who register right now, 1 for 2. You go to the personalpowerprogram.com/power. You go there right now, you'll see a big red button that says click here to access tickets. You click on that link and then you select your guest ticket and then you go through the payment. So it's 1 for 2 for those of you who go to the personalpowerprogram.com/power right now. And you go through, you click the red button and you select your guest ticket as well before you process that payment. Now, some of you may still be thinking about this, but let me do this for you. So if by the end of the 3 days, you've attended every session, you've participated fully, but you're still not satisfied, you still haven't got what you wanted out of the event, I'm going to do you a full refund. And that's guaranteed as well. So I want to put that there for you as well if you're still thinking about this as well. So look, for those of you who register right now, 1 for 2, you get the email support, the voice messenger support as well. You get the 6-month access into my Facebook group. You get the 3 one-on-one calls with me. You get to bring a guest with you as well as yourself to the Personal Power Program online. The special offer is 1 for 2. If you go to that address, personalpowerprogram.com/power right now. Look, I'm going to be here to answer any questions that you may have. If you don't, then go to that link right now. But if you do have some questions, stay on. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. But yeah, great. Thank you for watching, guys. Yeah, let me open it up for you. Let me hear if you have any questions.